Yeah, boy. Live, live. Watching fights. What's up, fellas? Um, damn, the VR Quest is only $300. I'm actually watching the fights now. So let's see. Oops. What's up, Dylan? How are you, sir? Are you guys watching these fights? Because it's a pretty good fight. I'm actually I'm glad I can actually hear these now. Because when I was doing live streams before, I had to keep the sound off because YouTube will bang it. And what's up, Ratel? But now I earpiece it so I can actually hear them, and it makes it much better. So I actually know I know like the backstory. Like this dude Soriano, he really he needs to win this fight. What's up, guys? Thank you, the dub. What's up, Errol? Thank you, guys. Yeah, I just what's up, Alicia? Yeah, I just had to take a video down. It's annoying, dude. Like I'm seriously thinking about doing I'm really seriously thinking about doing a membership on my channel now, and not because I'll make it crazy cheap, but the reason I want to do it is because there are all these fucking topics I want to talk about. But if you understand how the YouTube algorithm works, if you put up videos that that won't perform well, you crush your channel. You literally can't do it. You can't do it. So I mean, if you guys see every once in a while, I'll put up a video and then after about 30 minutes, I'll take it down. It's because I can tell what a video is going to do inside 30 minutes. And if a video, has numbers that are low enough, I'll pull it because the algorithm, if you just let that thing ride and it does super low numbers, it crushes your fucking channel. If you have, because the suggestions thing is all based on how many times your videos get clicked on. That's why my average view count versus my versus the number of subscribers I have is so high, is because I just never, ever, ever post anything that isn't going to perform well. But I would do if I do because if you put it behind a membership paywall, if I made it fucking $1 a month or something, something super cheap, just so that there was a member, then I could post all of those videos behind that and it wouldn't count against me in the live one. You know what I mean? It's I would make it crazy cheap. It's not about the money. The one I just deleted was about Darren Till and Sean Strickland. It's a super fucking good video. It's just no one will click on it, and so it'll fuck my channel. It's that simple, dude. It's that simple. And I would probably, I mean, there's two ways I could do it. I could just do a cheap one, something super cheap, and something crazy cheap that anyone would do, just so that I can do the videos I want to do. Or I could do a real subscription and post a fuckload of videos. And I'd do 2 extra videos a day or something. I don't know. It just pisses me off having to delete videos that I know are good, but it's you just can't sacrifice it. You're I like this video, I want to leave it up. You just can't do it. You can't, if you understand the algorithm, you can't do it. No political shit ever on this channel, no. If you want to know what I think about Kyle's trial, there are plenty of videos about that on Jesse on Everything. My main job, I'm in technology, account executive for now a LiDAR company. I was in aerospace until two months ago. So as everyone's jobs get automated out of existence, the technology that I work with is going to be responsible for that. A bunch of YouTubers do a Jesse on Fire 2 for those types of videos. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. The amount of people in here is on fire. This is like a tenth of the people that are normally in here. I mean, it'll get a lot more. Zanny, thank you very much, my friend. Doing members is halfway through and it went off. Yeah, sorry, man. I apologize. I mean, like I said, it's just one of those things, dude. Like I put too much effort into it to just like, because here's the thing, dude. Like if you actually go look at certain channels, I'll give you a perfect example. So you guys know that dude, Mighty Mouse? Like he's like the dude who's like he did like the backyard boxing shit. Or what's it called? Fucking backyard fights or whatever that shit is. And then he had his own channel where he goes and they do like, you know, backyard fighting and all that. So like if you look at that guy's number of subscribers and then Street Beefs, exactly. And then you go look at the number of views that he gets on his videos now, it's fucking insane. Is it like I do 20 times his fucking views and he has way more subscribers than I do. And it's just because he just throws up fucking whatever, you know, he just throws everything up. You can't do that shit. Like it'll fucking crush your channel. The child predator. I did actually read something about that somewhere. Patty is making 7 figures with Barstool. Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with him. I heard that something happened where he lost a shitload of followers all at once. I didn't even read the story. About what did I watch Hamzat and Jack? Fuck yeah, I did. I absolutely did. Dude, Hamzat is God, man. He's not gonna lose, dude. I really don't think I don't think anybody's gonna beat him, dude. I really don't. After watching that, like that fucking dude, Jack Hermanson is the number 6 middleweight in the world. Okay, and he's a grappler. Like Jack Hermanson is the number 6 middleweight in the world, and he's a grappler. And Hamzat made him look like he was a fucking white belt, dude. Like he annihilated him. That was fucking not close at all. So, yeah, I mean, he's gonna stay at welterweight. Who is gonna beat him, dude? I mean, the only person you could realistically pick against him is Kamaru, and you know, we'll see. I think he smashes Colby, dude. I think he fucking smashes Colby. That high volume shit's not. I don't think that'll work. And honestly, I think he'll out wrestle Colby. I think he'll take him down and fucking smash him. The fight is on ESPN Plus. He's enormous, dude. Burns is a very tough matchup. Burns is the toughest matchup for him. Yeah, he's it's fucking crazy that he fucking makes one. I can't even wrap my brain around that he makes 170. He looked like he was 195 pounds yesterday, maybe 200, over 200. He's huge, dude. Brady or Michael, dude, that is honestly, I think Brady, dude. Like Brady is my sleeper guy. Like he's like that guy. He's a huge prospect that no one knows about yet. Like really, like people do not understand who that guy is. He is so sick, dude. And he's nasty, man. Like he's not only like really good, he's fucking nasty. He's good everywhere. Like he's fucking good everywhere, and he's a smasher. Like he's not like, you know, like Colby, you know, you're like, dude, he's gonna put it on you with the pace, but you don't really have to worry about getting blitzkrieg knocked out. You know, on the ground, he's good at taking you down. And like Colby's not a guy that you're like, wow, you're going to get seriously hurt fighting Colby. Like Colby's an incredible fighter, but you're not like, wow, there's a high likelihood of getting really seriously hurt fighting against him. Brady will fuck you up, dude. Like he's nasty, man. So we'll see, dude. As a matter of fact, what's the line on that? I might be able to get some good odds on that fight. Because Chiesa's nasty. I mean, Chiesa's obviously really good, but I think people don't know who he is. And so I think he's going to get very underestimated in the betting lines. Let's see. Let's see her. Oh shit, he's almost a 2-1 favorite. Wow, I did not expect them to know that. That's in okay, so that validates what I was saying. He's a 2-1 favorite over fucking Chiesa. That's how fucking good he is. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize other people knew how good he was. That's actually really interesting. Misha Tate's even money. That seems fucking nuts to me. She's good, dude. Dude, the thumbnail. I mean, I've heard hot chicks drive eyeballs. Hamzat should fight at 185. There aren't many good wrestlers there. Yeah, I mean, I just think I think he's going to win no matter what. I honestly don't think the fucking weight class matters. I think it's just like he said, you know, oh, this poor fucking guy, dude. This poor fucking guy. That guy Pereira had to win. Like he fucking had to win, and he definitely did not win. Well, Misha, if she wins, she'll probably get a title shot. Who else is Amanda Nunes going to fight, man? How does it feel when people from Turkey are watching the Imagine Reach This Far when you started the channel? All up in the third world. It is actually pretty fucking weird to think about. Like, although it's not that weird, just because like my designer, my boy Will, he's in fucking Australia, and I'm video chatting with him. I don't even like think about it because it's just like the world is so connected now. It's yeah, I mean, it's weird, man. It is weird if you really think about it, but yeah, technology is fucking nuts, man. All right, so am I going to take Misha Tate? Probably, but I should probably do a little bit of research on her opponent, because if she's even money, let me just see what her story is. Let's see. What the fuck? So she's 11-2, and she's lost 2 of her last 3. And she's even money against Misha Tate? The fuck? What the fuck? In her last 4 fights, she's fucking 2-4 with a split decision over Kat Zingano, which was, if I remember correctly, Kat Zingano's like fucking 58th consecutive loss. She won a decision over Eubank. Why is she even money with Misha Tate? I don't understand. Misha Tate looks so fucking good in her last fight. What am I not understanding? So, okay, before I put an enormous bet on Misha, can someone explain to me how this fucking girl is even money with Misha? I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand. That's so weird. Misha, because Misha trains at Extreme Couture now. She looked fucking nasty in her last fight. I don't understand, dude. I mean, neither of them are even. They're both minus 110. Who do I think is the best MMA wrestler in the world? Habib. I know Weidman re-fucked up his leg. Yana kept Vieira down. Tate will too. Thank you, Joe Doe. Dude, paying me to give me betting advice, you just made the fucking favorites of all time list because I'm going to bet that now. Yeah, I mean, I cannot make heads or tails of that because Misha looked so good in her last fight. She looked so fucking good in her last fight. She looked better than I've ever seen her look. I mean, it's so weird. All right. How much should I bet? I don't want to go completely nuts, but I'm up a lot in the last couple of cards. All right. So yeah, like on the last card, I mean, yeah, she fought a 40-year-old, but I'm talking about how fast she, like, I can tell objectively how quickly someone's moving. Like she was like on her feet, especially, she was moving way faster than she used to. Like she used to always look to me like she's just one of those athletes that like lacks quick twitch, like where I don't know how to explain it better. They're just like some people look like their strikes are a little bit more labored than people who have like really fast, like quick twitch, Masvidal, Cody Garbrandt, guys like that, like, it's just like bam. And then other people, it's just a little bit more labored. Like Misha Tate always looked labored to me, but then in this last fight, I saw a huge improvement in how quick. 50K on Tate by decision. If I ever fucking bet 50K on a fight, it would fucking never happen. Even if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't do it. But I'll bet 300 on her maybe. Or maybe I actually already bet 350 on her. I mean, I don't think anyone has the skill to beat Amanda. But like I said, she certainly looked better in her last fight than I've ever seen her look before. But dude, yeah, I'm up a ton from the last two cards, man. Like, cause I bet for the 268 card, fucking A, I hit every single bet, dude. Like, I mean, I hit I missed a couple, but they were like my small ones. All my big ones, I fucking hit them all my parlays, everything. And then on the one last weekend, I parlayed that dude that beat Rothwell and oh God, who was the other one that was the underdog? Fuck me. Who's the other guy that was the underdog? It was a no-brainer bet that I looked at. I was like, dude, that guy is going to win. Let me see. The fuck? Oh, that's what it is. Let's go. Last 31 days. Oh, Chaos Williams. Yeah. I bet Chaos Williams and De Lima. I won $756 on that bet. That's a fucking huge win for me, dude. Like I don't like bet that much on these fights, but that one I was just like, dude, Chaos is gonna win that fight, and De Lima is gonna win that fight, and I parlayed it. I think I bet like fucking $175, and I won $756. But then on the night of the parlay, 268, I parlayed Gaethje and Kamaru Usman, and they obviously both won. And won 400 there, which I think that was like a $200 bet, which paid out another 200. I bet on Rose, won 256 there. Bet on Rose again, won 256 there. Bet a 3-fight parlay with Bobby Green, Shane Burgos and Marlon Vera. Hit that one. Won 266 on that one. Bet on Cheeto Vera. Won 246 right there. Bet on Gaethje. Won 310 right there. Bet on Alex Pereira. Won 236. Jesus, I fucking killed it that night. I bet on Imarov and 191. I bet on fucking Chris Barnett and 170. Jesus, man, I fucking that's the best night I've ever had ever. Betting on fights ever. That's bananas. I hadn't even looked at this itemized list because I was like at an event and just being like, Gabriel, I don't know what's happening, but I'm winning literally every single fucking bet. Let's see. Hold up. Ryan Hall. That's not really Ryan Hall, is it? Come on. Real Ryan Hall or real or Ryan Hall fan? What's up, guys? Is this a fan of the knee bar or a practitioner of the knee bar? Come on. Don't fucking. If it's real Ryan Hall, I am a huge fan, my friend. Dude, yeah, Iaquinta said that he's going to thank you, man. Yeah, dude, wait, where are you, right? Like where do you train? Are you in Austin? I feel like fucking every single jiu-jitsu practitioner on earth lives in this city now. Oh, okay. It's so crazy, like because we moved here, and my wife's best friend out here is married to Stephen Hargett, who won. Who actually he just lost in Vegas last week, but that's the only tournament he lost his whole fucking year. Like he in Masters 2, light heavy, and I think now he's fighting heavy, but yeah. So like all of a sudden, like the first fucking night I went and did anything in Austin, it's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Here's my friend Shanji Ribeiro and fucking Victor Hugo. And I was like, I feel like these guys are kind of a big deal. I know. Not John Danaher. Dude, I'm not high enough level to learn from those guys yet, man. I'm like my goal is to get good enough to where like those guys can fine tune me. Durden and Mexican martial arts. I love that guy's channel, man. Stephen Hargett is Masters 2. He's the number 1 pound for pound this year in Masters 2, which is I think he's 37, something like that. But it's like the thing is so crazy is he and I are the same weight and like would fight in the same weight or same age group. So I'm like the first fucking person I meet in this city, like I just moved here. Literally the very first person I met when I got here, they're like, oh, by the way, if hypothetically, if you wanted to get serious about jiu-jitsu, here's the guy who's literally the best in the fucking world in your age and weight group. And yeah, he'll train you one-on-one whenever you want. I was like, Jesus, things are just really falling into place for me. Like I do one-on-ones with them all the time. How do I battle with hair loss? It's not an issue that I deal with, my friend. My hairline goes this direction. Noob Tube, thank you very much, sir. it's seriously like who do I think has a chance to beat Kamaru Usman? Guess. Guess who I think has a chance of beating Kamaru Usman? Hamzat Chimaev. My thoughts on Al retiring. I don't know, man. I don't know. My hair loss is non-existent, my friend. There is no hair loss here, brother. That's my haircut. That's cut to here, and then it's like it's faded up. I see that sometimes on my videos, but it's an optical illusion. It's just that my hair is like smashed down right there because it's faded all the way up in the back. You guys think Leon Edwards is going to beat Kamaru Usman? I don't know about all that. I'll tell you this: if I did lose my hair, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would just shave my head because I had a shaved head for a long time. Back when I was a neo-Nazi. Just kidding. I just used to do it when I played sports because I thought it looked gangster. Brunson no longer a gatekeeper? No, not at all, dude. No, Brunson is definitely not a gatekeeper at all, dude. That guy is he's a boss. I heard I paid $400 for a haircut. What the fuck? Yeah, that is definitely not accurate. I would let Gabriel cut my hair if she wanted to. Hamzat Chimaev, that performance yesterday was so crazy, dude. Brian, how are you, sir? No, it's not an optical illusion. I'm saying it's how my fucking hair's cut, dude. Look, it's shaved all the way up to there. So then this goes forward. So there's no hair. It's just fucking whatever. It's okay. Yeah, it's bald. I'm balding right there. My hairline goes this way, but yeah, bald. Gabby is downstairs. Oh, I had platinum blonde hair for a long ass time. From like 2000 until like Jesus. Probably like 2012 or something. I don't know. Yeah, I do think he's the best wrestler at 85. I don't know. Somebody kept fucking bringing up the hair. Tell them the story about San Diego beaches in the boot. The fucking Floatopia. No, I don't dye my hair. How many how many people on here have heard that story? Like who heard the story about me with Floatopia? If too many people have heard it, I won't tell it, but I'll tell it again if no one's heard it. I did ruin it. Well, kind of. Actually, I would say I extended it for a while. But yeah, the last time my skin saw sun, probably fucking 8 days. I was sick as fuck this whole week. Okay, yeah. So I'll tell you guys the Floatopia story. So when I lived so I moved after college and moved to San Diego, and back then, like the biggest draw about San Diego, why it was the coolest fucking place in the world to live, is because every single weekend, everyone from the entire fucking city would go to the beach and just booze. Like you set up like a tent or like, those overhang things, and everyone would booze like crazy. It was literally like, It was like 4th of July every single weekend, the whole entire fucking city. And there were so, like, you're talking all the college kids all the way up to, you know, people that are in their like mid 30s. It's fucking blanket the entire beach, right? And this group of homeowners, this group of homeowners were like, they started complaining to the city council. And they were like, oh, they're leaving fucking trash all over. They're leaving trash all over the beach. So really need really need you guys to ban drinking on the beach. And so they like built this movement where they actually put it up for vote that they were going to ban people being able to drink on the beach. This is like I can't even. You want to talk about like the majority, like an actual majority of people who wanted one thing versus a very, very small, loud minority. And they cloaked this bill in such bullshit. Like they like did all this advertising and they made it seem like it was something else. It was like the safe beaches bill or some shit. And obviously the majority of fucking people who are 25 years old don't vote on like local elections and shit. So they actually passed this fucking law. And like, I can't even explain to you, like there was anyone who is like a young person who partied. There was no like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? It was just be like, hey, where are you going to be? You're like Tower 23. And then like, you know, you get down there, you text. So when they banned drinking on the beach, this was like a fucking catastrophe. Literally like a fucking catastrophe. And so people were just like, fuck that, dude. Like, you know, what are we going to do? And why is the fucking camera all blurry? What are we doing here? So at first everyone was just like, fuck it, we'll just still drink. And why is this fucking thing so blurry? What is going on, dude? There. So everyone just keeps drinking on the beach, and the cops are going around and they're handing out these fucking like $300 tickets to anyone that they see drinking. And it was like, okay, like, you know, they made an all-out assault on anybody actually like drinking on the beach. So someone figured out that there was a loophole where if you weren't standing on the beach, that you could still drink. It's not that, dude. It's not the lens, I don't think, man. But yeah, so someone figured out that there's a loophole where like if you're not standing on the beach that you could booze. And so Gabriel's like, well, we used to do this thing in Santa Barbara where everyone would just like get these rafts and they would go float on the ocean and booze. Like, why don't we do that? I was like, yeah, we should fucking do that, right? So I created a Facebook invitation that was just like Floatopia San Diego, right? Like, and I sent it to everyone I knew, right? I mean, I had a lot of friends down there, but we're talking probably fucking 100 people or something, right? Like I sent this Floatopia thing to 100 people. And this is the very first thing in my entire life that ever went viral, right? Like this went fucking viral to where there were like 25,000 people that RSVP'd that they were going. And like, we were watching it just laughing. I was like, holy shit, dude. The whole fucking city's coming to this thing. And so 2 days before the event, I get a phone call from the cops. And they're like, hey, is this Jesse? I was like, yeah. They're like, hey, so looks like you organized an event where there's this Floatopia thing. And I was already like, oh, fuck. And so I knew where this was going, right? And they're like, well, look, we're just going to let you know any cost associated with fucking, with cleanup, you're paying for it. And I was like, listen, man, I'm not even going to this thing. I was like, I don't even understand how fucking Facebook works. I was like, I created this invite. I meant for it to be private. I sent it to 20 of my friends. And I've been watching this thing just go out of control. Like, I'm not even fucking going, dude. This is not what I had in mind at all. I was trying to do this thing with like 20 people. And I played it like that. They weren't going to be able to make me pay for it anyway. And I already knew if I took the thing down, like this was a fucking, this was a freight train that was not going off the tracks. I could have taken the thing down. I could have sent out a thing that's all Floatopia is canceled. And 20,000 people were fucking showing up no matter what. And so we just let it roll. And it was advertised, dude. It was fucking chaos, dude. Like, cause it wasn't just like a party. It was like every single person in San Diego that was pissed about them banning like drinking on the beach came ready to fuck shit up, dude. Like It was like we were literally like people got these rafts that you could fit like 20 people in. They were fucking enormous, dude. And like you would sit in them and people were just blacked. Everyone was so blacked out. The place was so fucked up afterwards. It was unreal, dude. And oh my God, man. It's just hilarious. Like this is the very first thing that ever went viral that I ever saw. And then like it was all over the news. Like if you I bet you could find like news articles about it because it was utter chaos. And like it just started where I was like, fuck these people. And I just made an invite and it went totally fucking viral. And they just, yeah, that was really fun, dude. Gabriel fucked her leg up that day. When we left, we were walking. If you guys know San Diego, it was on Mission Bay. And so we were going to go to this sushi place that was down in PB. And so we were going from Mission Bay over to Pacific Beach. And whoa. John Jones announces his next fight. Hold up. This better not be bullshit. Hang on.
For a Leon Edward piece as Max Holloway, great Volpia. With Yair Rodriguez.
Hang on.
They didn't need this week. They, he did this. I think he's just trying to, make back-to-back title fight. Number 4. Show up the fight.
Come on, dude.
Duke it out.
Wait. Oh my God, you fucking cocksucker. Okay, I know I do like clickbait titles. I don't do that shit, dude. John Jones announces his next fight and it's a fucking grappling match. Fuck you, dude. I don't do that. That I don't do. Jesus. It's a Fury Grappling, December 9th. I'll be in New Jersey competing against WWE superstar Bellator heavyweight Jack Swagger. Fuck off. That's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with it, but don't fucking headline John Jones announces his next fucking fight and it's a grappling match. I thought they were going to announce that he actually had a heavyweight fight against Stipe Miocic. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people actually would probably enjoy that. Me getting pissed about a clickbait title. Why do you need a stream site, dude? It's on fucking ESPN. A stock tip? Ooh, the only really good stock tip I have, I'm not allowed to tell you about, actually. Insider trading or whatnot. Jess Person, the other channel is Magnifico. Thank you, sir. Oh, no ESPN in Europe. I don't think I can, I think I'll get in trouble if I type a stream site. So I'll just say it out. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it out loud. Okay. So, what is the drug that, what's the drug that Walter White cooked? Ready? What's the shortest name for it? Blue what? Yep. Patrick Bateman got it correct. Now put streams behind that.com. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do the thing that do the Walter White streams. It's not? Let's see. Yeah, it rhymes with Beth streams. Beth screams. Dude, it's not working. Look at that. That's weird. I mean, that's the one I always use if I'm going to use it, which I never do for UFC ever. The stream that never sleeps. Yep, pretty much. My future in the MMA industry. I've been thinking about that a lot actually, because basically my plan for this was, you're looking at it. I was like, I'm just gonna build a YouTube channel that generates money. And then I mean, obviously it'll keep growing from here, but like I had no plan beyond this. I just figured it like, I'd figure it out once I got there. It's only like, the channel only blew up in May. So May, June, July, August, September. I mean, like, it's been blown up for like 6 months. So I was thinking about that actually. I was thinking about asking oh fuck, I was supposed to talk to him actually. I was thinking about asking Markel to represent me. I know he will if I ask. Because he works for CAA, which is, they do a lot more shit than fucking like just booking UFC fighters. I have pitched Mixed Molly many times. He won't do it. He's like he won't do it. He's like, he doesn't like doing, oh shit, I gotta remember to do that. I have to do that tomorrow. Fuck me. Yeah, he doesn't like doing like non-scripted stuff. JB, thank you very much, sir. Would I ever consider managing fighters? Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know. Like I like being in a role where I advise on strategy and I don't have to directly deal with the organization, like I already do that for a couple of guys now, where I advise them. I give them like strategic advice. I don't, I'm not like but I don't have to like get it, like I don't have to like personally make it nasty with the organization, but like, because it's really easy. Like when you're external and you're not emotionally involved, at least I'll say this. For me, if I'm not emotionally involved, it's very easy for me to go, okay, so here's what you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Like, oh, my man crush would be irrelevant as it relates to business. Dana wouldn't, if you, I mean, if I gave in all the time, Dana wouldn't respect me. So that's definitely not accurate. But also the way that the way the UFC contracts are written really limits your ability to negotiate with most guys. Like, it really, really does. They're like, unless you, it's hard to quantify. I mean, basically, like, in order to get into a position where you can really negotiate hard against the UFC, you have to either be one of the absolute pinnacle guys that are critical to the organization, like one of the tier ones, and then threaten to hold out, or you need to bet on yourself. There's no other way to even say it. You have to bet on yourself because you have to fight your contract out, like, because they're like, what they're going to do is, so like, let's say you don't do one of these like lunatic, like 10 fight deals or whatever that sometimes guys get trapped into. But let's say you do a 5-fight deal, right? So you do a 5-fight deal. If you're a prospect that they like, and let's say you're making 70 and 70 or something, right? And they're like, okay, we like this guy. He's got 2 fights left. Let's lock him in. And they come to you, they'll offer you 120 or something. They'll offer you like significantly more money than you're making now, but they want to lock you in for another 5 fights, right? And so you're put in a position where you're like, well, like, I think I'm going to be a lot more valuable after my next fight, right? Like, or after my next 2 fights or whatever. Like, the closer you get to free agency, the more leverage you have with them. But if you've lost, then the less valuable you are. So you could not sign a new deal. And then when it comes up and you didn't sign, believe me, those guys, if you play that game with them, like if you're like, nah, we're not going to sign. We're going to keep fighting to where they know what you're doing. Like where they know that you're intentionally not signing because you're gambling on yourself. They're going to make you fucking pay for that if you lose. Like if you end up losing, they will chop that offer 100% because it's exactly what I would do. I mean, it's exactly what I would do. It's like, okay, bet on yourself because that's the one thing they can't control. Like the only thing they can't control, they can't make somebody resign and they can't make someone fight. And so if you get an independent streak like that and you're like, no, I'm going to go ahead and just hold out. And then it doesn't go your way. They're going to make you pay because they have to set precedent that that's what they do, but then if you win, you get a lot more money. Francis is in an incredible fucking negotiating position now, because you know how many times, like, you know how many fucking deals he's been offered over the last four fights or whatever, and he wouldn't sign it. Took way less money. So that's the thing. When people are like, oh, Francis is being blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Francis left millions of dollars on the table to be in the position that he's in now, and bet on himself the whole way and fucking blitzkrieg the entire heavyweight division. Like, just give the guy props that he believes in himself. It's like every other thing that he's done to get to where he is. Adam Houseman, what's up, dude? Is Misha hot? It depends. It depends. Johnny Tsunami, I'll come back to that question. It depends on hang on, sorry, I just got Misha. It depends, like if you're looking at like photographs of her or if you're looking at her on video, it's easy to kind of go, damn, she's pretty hot. I have a feeling that if you saw her in real life, you'd be like, damn, that bitch is big, man. I like him tiny. I like me a tiny, tiny girl. But yeah, I mean, she's hot if you like, Okay, Johnny Tsunami, Jesse, I'm a sales manager for $1 billion company. I manage the sales for 14 states in the U.S. I want out, but the money is too good. How did you decide to start your business? Dude, I still, I'm in the same situation as you, my friend. I make too much money to quit my job. Same deal. But I do projects on the side. Like I do this on the side, and then and I'm launching a big project with a bunch of Navy SEALs that we'll announce probably in maybe even next week, actually. But you just do things on the side, especially since you have money. Like you have money to start things up. Like most people don't. Most people, they want to do something. They want to start something up, and they don't have any money to even like. I mean, everything takes money to start, and like if you can allocate, I don't know, 15, 20K to something that you want to get going, that's incredibly valuable. Even a fucking YouTube channel. If you want to do a YouTube channel, right, you got to buy a good camera, a good setup, all that stuff that costs, a few $1,000s. So like, leverage the fact that you have money to like start something. You just have to, you can't start, nothing starts for free. Nothing. Let's see. You're welcome, good sir. Congratulations on making too much money to quit, though. It's an enviable position to be in. I remember what it feels like to not be in that situation. I'm very grateful. Although I would rather not have to do it either. Daniel De La Noche, thank you very much, man. I have a feeling Burns is going to do really well if Hamzat tries to take him down. But unfortunately, Burns stays in the center line too much and might get rocked on the feet. I don't know how good his chin is. That's an interesting point, too. I mean, the thing about Hamzat and trying to break down a fight like that is like We have no idea what he has on his feet. All we know is that he has knockout power. Like that is all we know. Because, Mershard, he got clipped heavy and went down with his first shot, but for sure, he was only thinking takedown, because based on the previous 2 fights, he's just like, don't get taken down, don't get taken down. So he's waiting for him to shoot. His entire fucking focus is looking at his torso and like in his legs and, getting ready to defend against a takedown. And then he gets clipped with a fucking right hook to the button. But yeah, I mean, Gilbert Burns is super explosive on his feet too. I like, in all honesty, that matchup is as interesting as any other matchup, including the Kamaru Usman one. When do fighters think? Wait, which fighters do I think are angry fuckers? I don't know. I mean, let me think about that. Angry fuckers. There's only a handful of guys that are like angry fuckers. There's some guys that are like serious fuckers. Luke's a serious fucker. The Hamzat wrestling video, just Google, YouTube search, what's it called? Hamzat versus Jack Hermanson. They're all on steroids. Who is? Wait, what are we talking about? In bed, they have only one gear. What are we talking about here? Like, I'm trying to scroll up. I need to understand which fight. Oh. I am not speculating on that. That's fucking weird, man. Do I think Leon Edwards is number 2 welterweight? Yes. I mean, here's the thing, though. I will say this, dude. He has not beat anyone in the top 5. No one. No one. Like, let's see. I was looking at that yesterday and going, okay, yeah, he's on a fucking great win streak, but he has 0 notable wins in the welterweight division. The highest ranked guy that he's beat is number 9. Yeah. Right? Let me just double check that that's right. I'm pretty sure that that's right, though. Like, Leon, he is not. Why am I doing this on my phone? What the fuck am I doing? Sure that he has not beat anyone in the top above Bilal. Oh, and it was a no contest. Oh my God. Yeah. He beat Luque, but that was in 2017. So he beat Luque 4.5 years ago. Yeah, man. None of these names are in the stratosphere. In the fucking stratosphere of the guys in the top 5. I mean, you got Nate Diaz, you got Bilal Muhammad, and that was a no contest. I mean, he was obviously very handily winning that fight, though. I will consider that a victory because he was beating, and Bilal is no joke on his feet, and he was piecing him up. Dos Anjos had already lost multiple fights at 170. Gunnar Nelson, Cowboy. Damn, he won a split decision over Gunnar Nelson, too. He knocked out Peter Sabota with 1 second left in the last round. Brian Barberena. Then he beat Luque in a decision. Albert Tomenov, submission. Dominic Waters. Yeah, I mean, that's a good win streak. And, you know, look, like you fight the guys they put in front of you and he beat them all. But yeah, those are very, very not impressive names as it relates to the other guys in the top 5. Like, none of those guys are even in the fucking conversation with like Colby or Burns, Wonder Boy, etc. I'm saying I don't know if Chimaev loses to fucking anyone ever. Like, straight up, dude. In a perfect world, if Francis beats Gane and signs a new deal, who do I think the UFC would want to win more? Hamzat against Usman or Francis against John Jones? Oh. So I think that if John Jones fought Francis, they would want John Jones to win, most likely. I'm not, yeah. I mean, John Jones versus Francis, that's a tough one to say, actually. Right now, John Jones is a bigger draw. But if Francis beats Gane, he might not sign a new deal. He might go box one of these guys. Oh my God, the word, dude, you guys have no idea. Like, bad hair day. Everyone's like, I saw someone earlier, like, they're like, oh, did you forget to pick up your Adderall prescription? First of all, I don't fucking take Adderall like that. But also, good eyeballs, because my brain is mush today. We went out to dinner last night and drank a lot of sake, and I'm as close to basically having rolled out of bed at fucking 4:00 in the afternoon as I ever am. But I'm still like, I was sick all week, dude. I'm still recovering. I fucking trained yesterday. Oh my God. You know that feeling where, like, if you've been laid out sick for a while and then you go train, like, and fuck, how many rounds did I do? I did 5 5-minute rounds. And oh my God, my fucking heart felt like it was pumping motor oil. Like it was like boom, boom, boom. Like I was actually concerned my heart was going to explode. Like it was like detox sick. No, dude. Like sick. Like fucking, I took a COVID test and wasn't, you know, I was taking a home test. I gotta be honest, I'm not actually sure that I didn't have it because I was taking, like, it was pretty consistent with it, but I was taking the home test. I took 3 home tests. All of them were negative, but the home tests only pick up really high viral load. But yeah, I was. I was like actually, legitimately, like thinking in my head, I'm like, my heart might blow out of my chest right now. I was just like, boom, 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 boom. It was like, it felt like it was just pumping fucking a milkshake through my veins. Jesse's not kidding about being a neo-Nazi. Okay. Jesus, you've been on here for that long, and that's your contribution? I made that joke fucking 45 minutes ago. You know what, actually? I have been detoxing in the last 2 days. I take it back, but not like that. Like one thing, I mean, it's unrelated to the sickness, but that nose spray shit, I fucking had been using that for a long time because it's a long story. I sleep with a CPAP, and if your nose gets clogged, you can't use it, and so you can't breathe. So whatever. And it's crazy. That stuff, if you use that stuff fucking one time, you're instantly hooked on it because your nose will just close. And so I was like, okay, I gotta stop taking this shit. And so I stopped taking it, and my nose has been like just was shut for fucking 2 straight days. And that was another reason why training yesterday, I was like, I fucking, dude, my heart felt like it was gonna explode. I got beat up. I got beat up by a girl. Well, that's actually not true. But if we were equal strength, she would have definitely beat me up. That wasn't really Ryan Hall. Even if Covington doesn't use his wrestling with his pace and improving, he could take Usman's best shots. Who do I think wins between him and George? Yeah, I mean, if I had to bet, I would probably bet on Colby. I'd probably bet on Colby. Is that the same woman that beat up Theo Vaughn? Dude, there are a lot of fucking girls that can, like, high-level jiu-jitsu chicks will fuck you up, man. I mean, I obviously can, like, you know, if it was like a real fight, I could pick her up and throw her through the fucking wall. But like, I intentionally don't. I try, like, anytime I'm rolling with anyone, because I can usually, like, I can muscle a lot of people, but you know, you don't learn shit. So like, I very, very intentionally just match strength. And so, like, against a girl like that, I'll match strength. Like, I just won't, you know, because I'm not going in there. I'm not like trying to win, I'm trying to like practice. But with match strength, Jesus, there are girls that just fucking annihilate you. Which female UFC fighter is the hottest? Ooh. That is an interesting question. I can't say Rose, like Rose, I look at her like she's like my little sister. Because I don't think she likes people looking at her like that. And so I don't. You know what I mean? Like, she shaved her fucking head, man. That I think she's making pretty clear that she's not after the sexual gaze of men that are not her husband. So I don't look at her like that. Joanna, definitely not. I don't know why. Like, I can't explain it. Because on paper, she kind of falls right into the, like, you know, like my wheelhouse, you know, 115, 120 pounds, good bone structure. But I don't know. There's something about her that just doesn't do it for me at all. Dylan, thank you very much, sir. I'll tell you what, dude. I certainly can be talked into Valentina. I can be Jessica I. Jessica I'd be friends with for sure, but Mackenzie Dern, not bad. Rachel Ostovich, I can't remember. Ooh, I know who. Amanda Ribas is looking cool, son. Amanda Ribas looking real cool. Chris Cyborg. Valerie Loreda, she's got some pictures that the karate hottie looks good too. Josh Fabia, he's a real tight little piece of ass. I told you I like him small. Dude, straight up though, Valentina, just because she's so dangerous, man. Like, she's so dangerous. Speaking of girls that'll fuck you up. Go against Valentina and see how, try to power out of things and see how that works, dude. Even if you're like, yeah, I'm just trying to match her strength. She's like, no, go ahead, use all your strength. Give it a fucking run, dude. Good luck. She'd fucking ankle lock you in a heartbeat, just like this chick is doing right now. Well, of course, yeah. The girls in the UFC, dude, like, I mean, there is a certain amount of size and strength that would be very, very challenging for someone to overcome. Like, but when you get into, you know, a certain, like, there is an amount of training that can overcome an enormous size and strength advantage. I used to get in this argument with people all the time in San Diego, like, you know, with guys that didn't train, who were like, you know, big fucking dudes. Like the guy who I used to always get into it with is this buddy of mine who played college football. He's fucking enormous. He's like, you know, 200 and Jesus, how fucking much that guy weighed, man. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say he was like 265. Fucking huge. But I used to always tell him, dude, I would be like, I would tell him like, I would be like, dude, Cyborg, or actually, I think I was talking about Gina Carano back then. I'm like, Gina Carano would fuck you up, dude. Like, she would fuck you up. He's like, you have to be joking, bro. He's like, I'm 265 pounds. I used to always break his balls about that. She might be like, he might have been a little bit too big for her, like where he could probably eat one of her shots and then just like grab her or something. But he still is like totally oblivious. Like they just don't understand. Like people don't, there's no reason that anyone would understand until you like, you know, if you've never fought against a person who's an actual trained fighter, you just can't even wrap your brain around how ill-equipped you are to win that contest. You want Michael Chandler to fight Islam? I want Islam to fight Gaethje, man. Get a better mic. You know what? I actually don't know if I can plug the mic in for these lives. I obviously have a mic that I use for the camera, but okay, I heard you the first time. Can Amanda beat men? Oh, fuck. Yeah, 1,000% she can beat men. Are we talking about men in the UFC or are we talking about just dudes in general? I assume that we're talking about guys in the UFC, because if we're talking about just regular dudes, she could beat up 99.99999% of dudes on earth. Men in the UFC, oof. Jeez, man. Do I think Shevchenko would fuck me up? Fucking for sure, dude. I don't even know what super drawl is. God, I'm trying to think. Like, if you put Amanda against like a real like entry level guy who just like is coming off Contender Series or something, maybe. Uriah Faber's hands, I didn't notice. His head is fucking enormous, though. You weigh 30 pounds more in Valentina. Oh, yeah, there's absolutely no. Yeah, I mean, Valentina, I mean, if you're not a professional fighter, you're not beating her, dude. Like that straight up. Like she's, you know, there are girls, they're like, you know, if you go down to like straw weight and you pick like the number 12 straw weight and you're, you know, fucking 195 pounds with a little bit of game like me, she's going to have a problem. That's like, but you go like Valentina, she's going to fucking annihilate me. I mean, there's a chasm gap between Valentina and like the number 12 straw weight. You know what I mean? Like that's a totally different fucking conversation. How does Chandler cut to 55? Dude, I'm saying like Chandler fucking, he doesn't look that different when he weighs in versus what he walks around at. I don't really know what he walks around at. Who do I think in the lightweight division has the best chance of becoming champion that can't and is not in the top 5? That's a fucking good question. Let's look. Let's see. Okay, so number 6, Dos Anjos. 7, Tony Ferguson. 8, Dan Hooker. 9, Conor McGregor. 10, 100% Conor McGregor. 1,000% Conor McGregor. And that's because of the UFC's. You have to factor in how likely the UFC is to give a guy a title shot. And the first fucking millisecond they can justify giving Conor a title shot, they'll give it to him. Usman's not going to retire before he fights Hamzat. He won't. He's not going to do that. He is banging to try to get a fucking Canelo fight. They're not going to do it though, dude. Now that I should do a video about, actually. That I should do a video about like, because Ali Abdelaziz is on there. He's on Twitter today. You know, he did a video here, like he was on Twitter today saying like Kamaru wants Canelo, but that's like, dude. I respect the move as a manager. Like, of course, he's trying to book that fight. You know, Conor made $100 million for the Mayweather fight. Like, of course he wants to fucking book his fighter for that. He'd make 10 or 15 or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, like aside from making all that money from his own fight, like he's going to make an enormous amount of money if he gets that fight booked. But I mean, if I was going to bet, I would say there is near a 0 chance that they do that because, again, like, I don't think people really understand like what the UFC is thinking all the time, but I do. And the reason they did the Conor McGregor versus Mayweather fight was because they were like, the number of fans that we'll gain from doing this enormous event is like, that outweighs any other factor, right? Like, so if we do this thing, we'll pull a bunch of new fans in. Craig, thank you very much, sir. Like, we'll pull a bunch of new fans into the UFC. Okay. Like, that equation doesn't exist now. Like, why the fuck would the UFC do that? Like, seriously, the UFC and boxing are adversaries now. Okay. Like, the UFC is trying to fucking kill boxing. They do not like boxing at all. They're losing. Like, think about this. I'll tell you exactly why there's no fucking way that fight's going to happen. I can explain it in fucking 1 point. Okay. Why are they why are they going to potentially lose Francis Ngannou? Like, or why is that even a possibility? Not that they necessarily will, but how is that even on the table that they might lose Francis? Okay. Because Francis has the potential opportunity to go fight for an enormous amount of money in boxing. Boxing is the #1 competition to the UFC now. There's no fucking way that they're going to blow any air into that fire by giving Kamaru Usman their most high-rated fucking champion to the #1 boxer over there. There's nothing, no fucking chance they're going to do that. None. Everyone's been saying Francis is going to get smoked forever, and yet he fucking dirt naps everyone. What would be worse, UFC losing Francis or Ryan Garcia's eventual transition to MMA? Why would Ryan Garcia's eventual transition to MMA be bad? I don't understand that at all. Francis gets smoked versus Wilder or Fury. I have weighed in on this with Francis's team, and I have suggested a Deontay Wilder fight, but I think they want Tyson right out of the gate. And Tyson has already said that he would fucking fight him, that he would fight Francis. But, you know, they like, I mean, I think it's, I mean, listen, like I'm speculating, I'm obviously speculating on what UFC would do. And generally when I do that, I'm just thinking of what I would do if I was in their situation. And I have shared these concerns across the board that I think it's possible that the UFC would sabotage Francis's ability to book a big fight with so I said, like, I don't really understand exactly how those deals get structured in terms of like, so let's say Francis was going to fight, so Francis starts Ngannou fucking promotions or whatever, and he's going to go fight Tyson Fury. So they need to sign with Tyson's promotion company, and then they have to sign with the company that's going to stream the pay-per-view, which I assume would probably be like Showtime or whatever. I don't fully understand exactly how those deals get done, but to me, it seems like the UFC could push some weight around and try to block their ability to do one of those components of that deal, because the UFC has never lost a sitting champion ever, and they will do anything to not let that happen. Like to have Francis, if Francis beats Cyril Gane, okay, he's not a free agent immediately, even though it's the last fight on his deal because of the champ clause. And I would imagine during the period that they would have to wait, the UFC will do fucking anything to make sure that they don't lose him, because the implications would be enormous on the UFC. If he left the UFC and he went and signed and made like $60 million on a boxing match, dude, all the champions would just start being like, well, I'm just going to fight my contract out and go fight Canelo, or I'm going to go do blah, blah, blah. Like, heavyweight is evolving. I agree. And so is Francis. Like, I do not understand anyone who is like, who underestimates Francis at this point. I'm like, are you guys fucking serious? He's literally fought everyone in the top 5 and he decapitated them. Like, not even close. Like, not even fucking close. Like, everyone first round knockout except Stipe, the greatest heavyweight of all time, who he beat the living fuck out of in the first round and then decapitated in the second round. I mean, it's like, people were like, oh, he's soft. I'm like, have you actually looked at his record? I know exactly what happened. What happened was Francis obliterated everyone. Then they super hyped him. So it was the first time anyone really paid attention to, oh man, who's this Francis guy? And he lost that fight to Stipe and got beat down. So everyone was like, oh, this guy's nothing. And then he had that weird fight right after that where he was all mind fucked against Derek Lewis. And so everyone's like, oh, this guy isn't shit. When in reality, like, he was a fucking steamroller all the way up to those 2 fights. And then after those 2 fights, he has absolutely steamrolled everyone. Fucking knocked out Cain Velasquez in 20 seconds, knocked out Rosenstreich in 20 fucking seconds, knocked out fucking Curtis Blades in like 60 seconds, knocked out Stipe. Like, he literally knocked out Junior Dos Santos in 90 seconds. Like, no one can fucking stand in front of this guy. Like, they stand in front of him for even a little amount of time and they get their head knocked off their neck. Cyril is definitely the most dangerous fight that he's had, though. Ryan Holiday, you are underthinking this from a business perspective, though. That would be correct normally, but there is absolutely, that is just fundamentally not accurate, though, because what happens if he fights, he shouldn't box anyone before, because you have, like, when he comes off of the MMA thing, all that matters is how many people are going to buy this pay-per-view, right? So he comes out of the MMA thing and people are like, and he's the sitting heavyweight champion who's knocked everyone out, right? And so he goes into boxing and everyone's like, damn, I want to see what this guy's going to do in boxing. If he goes in and fights some journeyman and he has like an okay showing, and then they try to sell a Tyson Fury fight, he won't sell. If he fucking loses, they really won't sell. And he's not going to get paid to fight a journeyman. He's going to make an enormous amount of money to fight Tyson Fury right out of the gate. So he has to do the big fight immediately. Has to. Did I see Misha Tate leaked home videos? Nope. Let's look them up right now. Oh, shit. Whoa, dude. No fucking way. How did I not know this exists? Is this really? Let me mute my computer while I fucking watch this real quick. No way. Is her face in this? Is this really her? Show me a face so I know this is actually her. Okay, well, they intentionally didn't show her face right there. So I'm going to say, thus far, I am skeptical. Yep, intentionally didn't show her face there either. I mean, this is a hot sex tape, but barring me seeing her face, I'm not buying that it's her. I mean, whoever this is kind of looks like her, but you can't see her face. I don't understand why. Like, what's up, Mama?
I'm gonna go get my mom.
We were just looking at leaked sex tapes and trying to figure out if it's actually this fighter, Misha Tate.
Nice. Who's we?
Me and a bunch of people.
Oh.
Can't see her face, so I don't think it's her.
Thanks.
You know how they do that. You know how I always block your face out when I leak our sex tapes.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? Oh, you want to pick up your mom right now?
I'm leaving at like 10.
What time does she land?
5.
You're gonna leave it. Oh, right.
She's also like get her luggage and stuff.
All right, then.
Mm-hmm.
Here, say hi to the peeps.
Hi. Happy Thanksgiving. Early Thanksgiving. What was the verdict on the sex tapes?
It's not a deep fake. It's you can't see her. I mean, look here.
Deep fake.
Here, look. Like no face, and then look, no face, and then like every time they switch positions, they cut it,
I mean,
so you
it's
can't
like
see.
shadowed.
You can't see her face.
Hmm.
And then look, so like when they switch, they cut right there. So it's like, why are you cutting? Right? It's not her, dude.
Okay.
That's slanderous. Slanderous.
Thankful for you too, Hype. Oh, hey guys. Hey James. Hey Micah.
I heard it's jail behind the camera.
Yikes. Okay. I love you. I'll be back.
Bye. Send the children up here.
Giselle, come say hi.
They're like, you got caught red-handed. I was like, yeah, pretty much volunteered that information.
Wouldn't be the first time I caught him looking at porn, everyone.
Yep.
Welcome to a healthy marriage.
These guys, they're like, Jesse's about to get fucked up. I'm like, no. Craig, what's up, dude? You got a link for Tate? I mean, have you seen one that?
Yes, by me saying that I'm leaving, that means that the kids are under your watch.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Can I leave this open?
Yeah.
I'll make them turn off that song. Hey, girl. You gotta turn off the music now.
Oh, this one looks real. How did this come out? Oh, yeah, this is real. How did these get out, dude? Oh, yeah. Look at that. I might have to adjust my my pick on hot fighters. Not really. But she, like... Dude, someone must have hacked his phone, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, someone hacked her dude's phone. For sure. Whoa. Whoa, dude. She's super fucking young right there. They've been together for Wait, is that the same dude? Holy shit, dude. These pictures go back to when she's like fucking 20 years old. Oh my God. She's like a fucking different person. Where did all these come from? Jesus. I found like the full set of pictures on Scandal Planet, but damn, like, yeah, that he must have that looks like it's got to be the dude's phone that got hacked or something. I mean, Jesus, she's like at the beginning of these, she looks like she's fucking 18 years old. I mean, if not younger, dude. Jesus, these go way back, dude. That's crazy. How tall is she? That's 6. Well, after looking at those pics, I'm glad I bet on her deal. Wipe the laptop. Oh, her ex leaked him? What a fucking prick, dude. It's illegal to view them? They're fucking on the internet, dude. I don't even know who Penny from Big Bang Theory is. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. Or, I mean, just want to see who this person is. Penny from Big Bang Theory. Yeah, she's cool. All right. I don't even know what I recognize that girl from. Fair game once it hits the cloud, yo. I'll tell you guys a dirty, dirty trick that fucking a dude played on me a long time ago. Guy goes, some of you guys will know this name probably when I say it. This guy, my buddy, he texts me. He's like, dude, he's like, hey, he's all Google Angie Verona leaked photos. And I was like, all right. So I did it. And I'm scrolling through this list of them. I'm like, oh my God. And I texted him back. I'm like, this is like the sexiest fucking girl I've ever seen. He's like, you like that, huh? I was like, yeah. He's like, she's 16. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, she's 16. It's like, what? So I Googled and it was true, dude. It was like this, it was this fucking like 16-year-old girl's like photo bucket had gotten, I mean, she's way older now. This is a long time ago, but her photo bucket had gotten hacked and then they went totally fucking viral. And do you want to talk about fucking jailbait? That was some serious fucking jailbait right there. She's still hot. Baracus, that is 100% accurate, my friend. No, like, dude, if you look up Angie Verona now, she's like 30. She's like 30 or something. Don't admit online that I got tricked by my buddy. Like, you know. Yeah, no, Angie Verona now is legit. I think she's actually 30. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw on her Instagram. She's like, oh, it's my 30th birthday or something. I've been following that BZ for a while now. Let me see. It's so funny. She's a Czech. Oh my God, she's got 3.5 million fucking followers. That should tell you. That should tell you fucking America, dude. Like, she has 3.5 million followers. Her entire fucking, she's a law school grad. Damn. But the way she got famous is because her photo bucket got hacked when she was 16, and it went completely viral because people kept going like, hey, dude, you think this girl's hot? And their buddies would be like, damn, she's awesome, doll. She's 16. They went viral because people fucking kept trapping their buddy into saying a 16-year-old was hot, dude. It's so funny, man. Jesus, she's still hot as fuck. Good God. But not as hot. Maybe she is. I mean, Jesus. Believe it or not, you guys, this chick was a dime even when she was 16. I know this is going to be, that should be super shocking. No, she didn't put it out herself. She definitely didn't. Because there was like a big thing. Because there was a big thing so when he told me that and I Googled it, the way I found it was there was a news story about it. And it was like, and she was like on the news, like she definitely did not put it out by herself. She was like crying and shit. I mean, now in hindsight, obviously she's like, wow, that's the best thing that ever happened. But back then, definitely not. Oh, I think a lot of dudes, I don't think a lot of dudes were dissuaded from looking at the pictures after finding out she was 16. No. I mean, like, you remember when Britney Spears was on the cover of Rolling Stone when she was fucking 15 with like the little pink phone and shit? And they're like, oh yeah. They're like, do you think it's wrong that they, sexualized an underage girl? I was like, I mean, I don't know, but they certainly did that on purpose, obviously. New Orleans, what's up, dog? Patrick Bateman, you should be telling me what to invest in, American Psycho. I don't know. Why would I know anything about fucking Grand Tierra Energy? Oh, China from WWE made a sex tape. I remember she was on the cover of Playboy, and it was like the highest selling Playboy ever. And so they thought like, oh man, we got to do it again. They didn't understand. It was like, yeah, no, the reason that was high selling is because people were curious. Like after the first one is like, all right, I think I've seen enough of that. I think I've seen enough of fucking China, Disney turns them girls out like, yeah. There's a lot of creepy shit with underage kids going on at Disney, my friend. That is just that just is what it is. Enough with the wife shit. Who's talking about wives, brother? There is literally no one talking about. Oh, you're talking about in the chat. That she is a dime piece, my friend. Who can make the most money on OnlyFans? Probably Darren Till. Just kidding. I don't know. I got Brady. I would fucking bet on him, but he's a 2-1. He's a 2-1 favorite. I don't like him that much. Thug Rose, no. You can't sexualize Thug Rose when she shaved her head and made it very clear she doesn't want people. Diego Sanchez. That is well played, my friend. Well played. Valerie Loretta has an OnlyFans, dog. That's not speculatory. She has one. Wait, hang on. Look up FCFF. I used to train at the same gym as Colby. I know George, and I promise you they hate each other. They used to be cool, but now they're not. All right. Well, that's sad. Oh, my God. Fucking people. Dr. Hightower sending me stuff. Let's see. Wait. I'm confused. Maybe he's fucking with me. He knows I'm live and he's like, let's just see what would happen if I sent Jesse some really fucking random shit. I fucking love, dude, you know, like those like guilty pleasures that you know, they like people watch on like I could fucking watch Bo Hightower fucking adjust people all day long. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see him do this motherfucker's neck. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, that wasn't random. That was actually really fucking funny. Oh, casting. Hey, everybody, go to Sports Live 7 US. Not. I don't understand that stuff, dude. Like I don't understand. Misha Tate she's okay. Casting is gone, son. X-Pac is Tupac on Molly. That's pretty funny too, dude. You guys are on fire today. You guys are picking up where I'm exhausted, you know? Wei Li Zhang on OnlyFans. Oh my God. I would not feel comfortable paying for that or looking at it. Yeah, Mrs. Jesse on fire is fire. That's fucking correct. That is correctamungo. It's unfortunate, but hopefully after Colby and George fight, they can squash the beef. It didn't seem like it started with anything serious. Thanks, brother. I still don't believe it. If they didn't both fight, if they weren't both on the Trump campaign, then I would believe it. That's the one. No one's gonna convince me, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how many people that are at fucking American Top Team tell me they hate each other. I'm like, yeah, you guys are just in on it. They both ended up on the Trump. They're both on the Trump campaign, dude. Like, no one is going. That's like, it's like, you know, you're like, no, really, OJ didn't do it. I'm like, I know, but I've seen, like, you know, like his fingerprints are literally all over the knife. He wasn't even there, man. He wasn't even there. It's like, that's, you know, bloody fingerprints on the knife is what I consider both of them on the Trump campaign. That one is just, no one is ever going to convince me that it's real. But I could be wrong. They could have totally worked on the Trump campaign together. Okay, so I started Tiger King 2, and then I got bored. And I'll tell you why I got a little I'm not missing the fights, I'm watching them. I'll tell you why I got bored though. They went so in depth on the dude, like, you know, ooh, like he might have gone to Costa Rica and blah blah blah. So I like, okay, because I've done multiple fucking TV shows, like if you've ever been involved in a television show production, it's very, 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 very hard to take any of it seriously. You know, like where you look and you're like, because you know what their incentive is like they have to tell a story, right? So they're like, okay, well, what are we going to do with season 2? They're like, well, let's dive into this Carol Baskin thing. And they're like, okay, and then so in reality, like, what's the Carol Baskin thing? They're all, well, the guy disappeared. And they're like, well, what else you got? They're all, I don't know, there's some shit about Costa Rica. They're all right, well, let's fucking do some shit with Costa Rica. So they go to Costa Rica. They find some fucking random guy. He's all, Oh yeah, I can't really talk about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was walking. I was helping him down here. I was helping him do blah blah. You're like, you have any evidence whatsoever that you had any involvement with this guy whatsoever? It's like, well, because I said so. You're like, really? Is your name on any paper? Like, is there anything that demonstrates to me that this is a real person and not bullshit by the TV show? Like, I always default to this is bullshit if it even moderately smells like bullshit, and that whole thing smells like bullshit, and so whatever. I'll probably finish it though. If Colby and Masvidal do a trilogy, then you really can bet your fucking life that beef is fake. Then you can know for 100% sure that the beef is fake. Here's what, you know what you guys want. Here's what I'll tell you. Okay. Here is what I will tell you guys. So in the event that those guys fight and one of them wins the first fight, which one of them will, and they do a rematch, fucking liquidate your 401k and then bet on the other guy in the rematch. I mean, don't actually do that for the record. I'm just saying, if I'm right and the beef is fake, that would be a smart bet. If what their goal is to maximize earnings on their public beef. Conor versus Justin or Chandler, or Dustin or Islam, which one would the UFC want most if it's it was for the title and Conor won back-to-back fights? Okay, so I think they should do Gaethje versus Islam for the next title shot. And because in all honesty, neither of them have a really like perfect claim on the title. Like Gaethje just fought for the title and he lost, and then he beat Michael Chandler. Now, Gaethje's a fucking savage, obviously. He might be the best fucking lightweight in the world, maybe. But in terms of like who earns the title shot, I mean, he's 1-1 in his last two fights. Islam has beat a bunch of guys, but he has beat no one in the top 5. No one. He's beat one guy in the top 10, and it was someone that he matched up with tremendously well. That's a massive assumption that anyone out here has a 401k. It's a figure of speech, dude. Conor probably gets the best blow ever. Apparently, it's not that amazing, though, if it still short circuits his brain to where he fucking punches GJ's in the face. No, I don't think they'll do Dariush versus Islam. I don't think they'll do that. And I'll tell you, like, because either of those guys could be a hero in that market. Like, so you got to think the UFC is always hedging their bets on gaining like eyeballs and market share. And, Dariush and Islam kind of have overlapping like fan base. So I don't think they'll do that. I don't think that they would put them against each other. I think that I think they should try to make Islam versus, Islam should fight Dariush maybe, but I don't think they'll do it for that reason. Because they don't want it. Like, this is the thing you always have to consider. When you put two guys together, one of them is going to lose. And so think about what that means as it relates to, because if they don't put them against each other, they're hedging their bets where both of them could win and they could maintain their, but if they put them against each other, one of them's got to lose. Conor did not get fucked up by Tony Robbins. I don't think that's the source of his fucking problems. All right, who do we got here? Sabatini and Lutz. Circle, 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 circle. 2. Thank you, Ali Said. More cocaine related? Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably more the cocaine than it's the Tony Robbins. Thank you, Ali. I did see Hamzat versus Jack. In the perfect world, who would the UFC want Conor to fight against if Conor starts winning again and it's for the title? Oh, they don't give a fuck who it's against. As long as Conor has a good chance of winning, that's all they care about, dude. Like when it comes to Conor, the only thing that matters is that Conor wins. That's all they care about. You think who's about 40 years old, dude? Yeah, they feed Conor Tony is almost. I would. I mean, that's. I would almost guarantee that that's what they do. I mean, if you do love Conor and he doesn't break your heart, then you also don't have a heart. It's like, God damn it, man. It's like, fuck. Conor, dude. Like, could you just not punch random people, dude? You know, I really want to root for you. And I hate bullies. I fucking hate bullies. Hello, Gabriel. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bye. Why a green screen? Have you ever watched my channel? I do green screen for all my videos. Everyone at 55 has better grappling than Conor. You don't see it, dude. Well, we'll see. Gabby Garcia versus Conor. She outweighs him by 150 pounds, dude. Look at this. Oh. Is he going to get this choke? Oh, he's flattened out. Uh-oh. Oh, got it. Cross face. Nope, doesn't have it. His chin is in. Oh, shit. Oh, he can breathe. He's fine. Up. Body triangle. Leg tucked. This motherfucker ain't going nowhere. Yeah, just fucking smash his face. You're not going to get this choke, dude. He said that the DJ was being aggressive. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, dude. I watched that. I watched the DJ give his side of the story. Pretty good at reading people, and I believe he was 100% telling the truth. And his story made sense, you know. Like he just was like, he's like, I was just talking to him, and he's like, and he spoke perfect English, and he was just like, I saw Nick Navarro. Thank you very much. I will actually talk about that in a second. But like he just was like, he's like, I'm a DJ. I see a lot of people late at night, and he's like, I just saw his brain switch off. Now, a lot of people probably watch that and they're kind of like, okay, I don't know what that means. I know what the fuck that means. Okay. And that's like I know exactly what that means, you know? Like, and that's actually more to do with the booze than it is to do with the blow. But like sometimes, you know, they're all like, sometimes a dude will be all gacked, you know, and they'll be, you know, blitzed also. And the gack will kind of run its course, and all of a sudden it's kind of like not keeping them awake anymore. And so they're just like the brain sludge of booze. And it's just like, ooh, it happens all at once. Like they look like, I've seen so many people, their brain just short circuit like that. Exactly what he described. And then he said, Connor just looked at him like, and then fucking punched him. You can't read Italian's best liars ever. I don't know why that's so funny, but that's pretty fucking funny. Rittenhouse videos with the definition top-notch reporting with no political agenda. Yeah, thank you, dude. That's what, I'll be honest, dude. That's the thing that fucking pisses me off about people bitching about Jesse on everything is they're like, geez, bro. They're like, because you can just tell like none of them actually watch the videos. Like none, you know, they see like me say something about Rittenhouse and they're like, and none of them actually watch the video. They just think they know what my opinion is. And so they get mad. They're like, are you fucking, what? You're not upset that he got acquitted? Fuck, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. Keep this shit to MMA. It's like, you want to actually watch the video, or you just want to read the headline and assume you know what I'm going to say? Because there's fucking no one who would watch any of my Jesse on Everything videos and be like, wow, he's a fucking super partisan, like MAGA guy, or he's whatever. Like, there's just no one that would do it. That's why I'm always like, just watch the fucking video, dude. If you watch my MMA shit enough, you obviously know I'm fucking smart. And like, oh wow, he's really insightful. I like his MMA shit. Oh, well, maybe I'll be able to fucking teach you something about the world that you live in if you go on the other channel, you fucking idiot. Like, if people watch my shit and they're like, this video doesn't make sense because blah, blah, I don't fucking care about that. I just can't stand when people don't fucking watch and then they bitch. It's like, fuck you. Anywho, why hasn't Connor married his baby's mom yet? Do I read the email I have on YouTube? Yes. Johnny Tsunami, I agree, my friend. I don't know why Connor hasn't married his baby's mom, to be perfectly honest, dude. It's like, it's kind of weird, dude. I mean, exactly, Northern Gorilla. And the other thing is, too, that channel's not all politics either. Like, the video I did yesterday was talking about fucking National Heritage Day, or I'm sorry, Native American Heritage Day coming the day after Thanksgiving. And I just fucking made fun of how stupid that is. Like, it's like, you know, I mean, unless people think that's fucking politics. Vosh is good sometimes. Other times he really pisses me off. Anytime he talks about Joe Rogan, he fucking pisses me off. Wait, who proposed? I actually already did do a video about Chimaev and who he should fight next. I agree with that, Micah West. No, Chimaev is definitely not fighting Connor. I will say, no, Vosh sucks a lot of the time. When he did the Tim Pool show, he was awesome, actually. Like when Charlie Kirk and Vosh did Tim Pool, that fucking entire episode like gave me hope for the world, where I was like, look at this. You got a staunch conservative and a staunch left-wing guy, and they're talking like regular people, and I kind of agree with both of them on a bunch of shit. They actually agree with each other. And that was the first time I had seen him. I was like, dude, I fucking like this guy. So I subscribed to his channel, and within fucking 3 videos, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like on his actual channel, he's the fucking opposite of how he was on that show. Like he's the exact, you know, the first one, he's like, oh, look at Joe Rogan saying this fucking dirt. I was like, oh my God. So you just pretended to be a fucking rational, cool person when you're actually hanging out with other people. Now you're a, you know, fucking idiot. Anyway, but Chimaev and Chimaev is not a good matchup for Connor. No, Conor would not be able to take Chimaev. Okay, what perfect circumstances would have to happen for Dana to sign off on McGregor versus Chimaev? Oh my God. There is almost no string of scenarios that could lead to that fight. Almost none. Like Conor would have to become champion, defend the belt. Actually, okay, here's how that could happen. No. It's impossible. It's impossible. Like, so Conor would have to win the belt at 55, defend a bunch of times. Hamzat would have to, it's impossible. It's not possible. Would never happen. Because the reason why they if you look at every single time that someone has been allowed to try to go for 2 belts, every fucking time that someone gets to try to go for 2 belts, one of them is a superstar and the other one is a champion that they want to get rid of. Okay. Like the UFC's worst case scenario is when they have a champion they can't market. Okay. So like at 205, John Jones left. And it's like, oh, cool. Well, okay. It's either going to be Glover or Jan Blachowicz. We're fucked either way. Let's just make the fucking event free. You know, like Glover, Jan, we can't market either of them. That's why they let Izzy try to go up and fight. Right. The first time, like when TJ went down to 25, that was before Triple C was a star. That was the first time that he did the Triple C act. So he wasn't a star. He was not marketable. They didn't give a fuck. They wanted to get rid of the 125-pound division. When Conor fought Eddie Alvarez, not marketable. So they were going to let Conor go try to fight him. When it was DC, he went up and fought Stipe Miocic. Is Stipe marketable? No. Every single time when they do the let him go for 2, one of them is not marketable. They would fucking never do if both of them were champion, never in a million years. It would never happen. And also, they're not going to put Conor in a fight like that where Conor's going to get his fucking ass smashed and they know that he's going to get fucking smashed in that fight. He has no chance. I mean, like literally, like potentially, actually, like no fucking chance. Like I think if they fought 20 times, that Chimaev would win 20 times, like and like annihilate Conor 20 straight times. Do I think Chimaev would smash Usman? I don't know. What if we demand it? It won't matter. I mean, it ain't happening. That fight ain't happening. That is correct. Conor has nothing but a bunch of people around him that kiss his ass. Because, dude, he writes their checks, dude. You know? I mean, seriously, do you ever like whoever your boss is that literally signs your paychecks, do you ever tell them to go fuck themselves no matter what they do? Of course not. Everyone that is around him is reliant on him financially. So like, it's not like they're not like being pussies. They just, it's the way of the world. Hamzat is, I mean, seriously, after that fucking Jack Hermanson performance, I don't see anyone beating him. Under 150K. Paul King, what's up, my dude? Wait, what's under 150K? I don't see what the reference is to. Oh. What do you think Hamzat is being paid currently, over or under 150 grand? Oh. If he has a manager that's even fucking moderately worth their salt, he will have signed a new deal before that last fight, would be my guess, which would make it over 150. It just depends on the quality of his manager. Because, I mean, You want to talk about a guy who's in a position to fucking negotiate? He is absolutely in a tremendous negotiating position. Yeah, but the UFC fighter pay, they don't disclose. Like, no one really knows how much these guys make. Like, the disclosed pay is not what they actually make. I can tell you that with absolute certainty. No, he's not with Ali. He was. He's not anymore. Conor made $100 million on the Mayweather fight. Conor also has the best deal of any fighter by a large margin. Oh shit! I gotta jump, you guys. I gotta go. But this was fun. Have fun tonight.